Hello, welcome to Dungeons Loaders Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, we're reviewing another Japanese found footage movie called 2013, which is the sequel to The Crone, which, for people who don't know, in 2013, three horror movie directors decided to do a trilogy together. Each movie is about like three idols that are investigating the paranormal, right? And the second one, Cult, was the one I was really interested in, but since it was like the second movie in the trilogy, I had to watch The Crone first. Well, the Crone wasn't too bad, but this one was the one I really wanted to see, right? Which is directed by Koji Shiraishi. Oh, and the third movie in the series is Talk to the Dead, right? Which this movie is directed by Koji Shiraishi, who directed the last found footage movie we reviewed, Noroi the Curse, which is supposed to be Japan's best found footage movie. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it. The movie was also written by Koji Shiraishi. It stars Ryosuke Miura as Neo, who is the main actor who plays Kamen Rider O's or Zeros. I don't know how to pronounce it. Which I've seen random Kamen Rider shows. I'm kind of a casual when it comes to Kamen Rider, so I have no idea if that one's good. Sorry, I'm about to see. That's me. You have Yu Abiru as herself, Mira Iriki as herself, and Mayuko Iwase as Mayuko. You got those are the three idols, by the way. Sayuri Oyamada as Tomoe Kanada, and Mary Hayes Hito as Yoko Tadaguchi. So what this movie is about this mother-daughter who lives in this house with their small dog, Jiro, which is a long-haired Chihuahua, beautiful dog. Guess what happens to him? Right? Fucking, I'm trying not to swear anymore. Basically, the dog dies, and I don't like it when I see dogs die in movies. And it's not like, I know I gave the last movie, like, a pass for the dog's deaths, but it was like dogs you didn't know who they were, and the dogs, like, you didn't see them die on screen. This dog we saw die on screen, and we saw the events leading up to his death. So, not a fan of that, to be honest. So, yeah, so you have this mother-daughter family that lives in this house with their dog, which they start hearing, like, weird noises at night, weird bumps in the night. You know how it goes with ghost movies. And some director hired three idols to film to investigate with this exorcist guy who's obviously I would say he's like a Shinoist or something like that. He's definitely like I think he's one of the native Japan's like religions, right? He looked like a Shinoist because of his traditional Japanese outfit. So they investigate, right? And at first I thought this guy was full of crap because like he tells one of the girls, oh, she has like a demon on her back, and then like he does the the two finger hand wave thing, right? Cross, and then like making a chant and pointing his fingers at her back. You hear this popping sound. It's like it's supposed to be like the demon is exorcised. So they check out the house, right? There's like there's these weird demonic worms in the house, and like the guy can't handle it, so he calls his master Ryujin, right? And the Ryujin is able to exorcise the demon over the phone, and like so like at first I'm like, oh great, this guy is going to be the main exorcist in the movie, Ryujin, right? He's able to exorcise a demon over the phone, right? What ends up happening is he shows up. They make it feel they make it feel like they have this exorcism. You see this different demons, like the squirrely demons, and you have like the squirrely worm demons, and you have this like really stretched out shadow demon that the Ryujin exercises. But the one guy gets killed, and it turns out one of the girls gets possessed. Ryujin dies, but before he dies, he gets one of his exorcist friends to take over the case, which is a young guy named Neo, who goes by Neo. Straight up says it's from The Exorcist, which is like, they ask him, what's with the name Neo? Is that a foreign name? It's like, no, it's from The Matrix. You never seen it, right? Which he's this weird. He's like people complain that this character comes off like he belongs in anime. I don't know. Like he was to me, he's supposed to be like an eccentric, expert type in movies. Really reminded me of the guy from Ajin, like the Agura from Ajin, like the specialist guy on the demi-humans, right? He reminded me of him. And he always keeps a black glove on one of his hands. I can't remember which one. And like he there's a point where like one of the girls, he bends the girl's back over and takes his glove off and puts her fingers in her back and pulls out this weird slimy thing that looks like a homunculus. If you ever seen those weird homunculus experiments where people don't know what a homunculus experiment is, like people will take a fertile egg, and this is something that's real. We'll take a fertile chicken egg, inject sperm into it, wait a couple weeks, and the thing, they open it up and there's a living thing in there. This worm-like thing with like, I think it was like 2 bulges eyes. It kind of looks like the baby from Eraserhead, but really, really small. Which is one of the things is why people think David Lynch is an occultist, because of that. Because like, wow, that the baby from Eraserhead looks a lot like a real life homunculus. Which, if people want to know, if people think that shit is fake, I implore you, do it yourself and see what happens. So, Ryosuke Miura investigates, and you find out right away that there's a cult living next door to the family, and they're the cause of all the demons, and they want to summon. It turns into a Lovecraft Cthulhu movie where they want to use the girl as a gateway. They summon their god, and there's this huge standoff. There's this huge like final fight in the end of the movie, and that's the movie's sequel based. Like, this isn't over. The real battle just begun. This demon god wants to come over to our world and like wipe out humanity, right? So obviously, because this trilogy all came out in the same year, it comes off like they basically had a mid-budget movie budget for that they had to split into 3 movies. So like all 3 movies, I haven't seen the 3rd movie yet, but like the first 2 movies felt like really cheap, and this one felt really cheap as well. There's obviously weird CGI effects. There's a point where like one of the monsters has Jiro's head with black squiggly demon arms, like tentacles like coming out of it, that tries to kill one of the girls, which I thought that was really, really in poor taste. But like, I guess it's horrific. My problems with the movie is I'll go into praises for it. The movie, I thought, despite its low budget, I thought it was very good. The performances were alright. I really liked the Neo character, though most people would probably hate him. I thought he was cool. And the movie does a great job where there's lots of supernatural battles in the movie. Usually, in like a lot of found footage horror movies, things don't start to heat up until like the 50-minute mark or the last 20 or 30 minutes of the movie. This movie, like within the first 20 minutes, has like, ghost battles and stuff, which is like, um, action, which made me like I was watching the movie and I'm like, oh, like at the 20-minute mark, I'm like, holy crap, am I already at the final act of the movie? And then I checked the timeline. It's like, no, I'm only 20 minutes into the movie. So I thought that was cool. I thought the music was a little weak and yeah, though I thought it was cool that they okay, my other problems with the movie. I'll just go into my other problems. It seemed like they made up a bunch of supernatural stuff in the movie. I've never heard of demon bombs before. I never heard of curses where you have like a cat's foot in a bottle, right? Which I'm not saying that wouldn't work, but I don't know, dude. I could be like, demon bombs are real. I just never heard, or a real based off a real thing. I just never heard of it. Which people don't know. The cult set up like this demon bomb, and our character finds it and uses it on the cult, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, like the overuse of CGI, and then the fact one of the characters decides to quit her job, right, because of what happened. And the guy gives her like a hard time. It's like, dude, one of the girls got possessed and like fucking partially ate and killed like her dog. you're gonna think like they're gonna be fine with that. I'm just surprised none of the other idol characters quit their jobs. But yeah, my major problem with the movie is like, not a fan of like dogs, especially. Getting killed on screen in movies. That's a big no-no for me. Having dogs killed and like you seeing the dead body, that's bad enough. Seeing us getting to know the dog and for it to get killed, that's a big problem for me. And then there's the fact that the dog owner, which is like the teenage girl in the movie, I think she's teenage. I don't know. She looks 18 to me, but I could be wrong. Really got over her dog's death really quick, which I don't know. That's my only problem with the movie. If I were to give it a rating, I would say it's a 6.5 out of 10. If you don't have a problem with low budget found footage movies, this is worth watching. It's a lot better than some of the found footage movies I've seen like lately, but not better than the last one I reviewed. I've been watching, like, I've watched a couple found footage movies. I didn't even bother reviewing on the channel because I didn't think it was worth it. Those are the ones I'm talking about, which were like the Hell House movies, which people say are good. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it, but it was like, it was not something worth like talking about and putting on YouTube. But yeah, I would say it's 6.5 out of 10. Check it out. It's on YouTube, so you don't have to pay much to see it. All right, peace.